And we are live.
Good morning.
We are live.
Good morning.
We are live. Good morning,
How you doing,
baby. I am fantastic.
Well, even your skin feels better because of the running and all that you've been doing.
Well, thank you. But,
Good morning. How are you feeling today?
I never feel my skin on the outside.
Well, you can't. Well, you can, I guess.
Today is Friday. Y'all know what it is.
So Friday is Shout Out Friday, but we do have a topic.
Shout it out.
The topic for today is to do you.
Do who?
Do you.
Do you, baby.
Do
Because I'm going to do me.
Yeah, do you, boo-boo, because I'm going to do me.
Do you, boo-boo, because
But
I'm going to do me.
It's much more of an empowering concept than brushing someone off. Do you, because I'm going to do me. No, it's a lot of power in doing you.
And we are going to talk about it. Oh, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. And we will be right back in a moment. Back in a moment.
Good morning. My name is Brian Mcneil.
And I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Like. Like. Good morning again. Once again, as always, we want to remind you to comment, like, and share. And if you hear something that you particularly enjoy in the show, let us know. Let us know that you are here. And don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell. And today is Friday.
Now, Friday is an important day for us. It's a day we always look forward to because this is Shout It Out Friday.
Shout it out.
This is another opportunity for you to share your good news, to share your cause, to share your business, or even to celebrate someone else's business that you have benefited from or enjoy or you want to tout.
Mm-hmm.
This is the day we set aside to do that. So don't be bashful.
Let it out. Shout it out. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. And we're also going to talk about do you. Now, I don't know in what capacity. Like, do you mean that we're going to take ownership of what we want to see and accomplish? Or do you as a dismissal from someone who is contrary to what we are doing? Because people that are contrary to what we are doing can be as negatively impactful, whether they are a distraction, whether they are just a energy vampire, where they're exhausting, distracting, or otherwise taking your focus away from what you want to do. Sometimes you have to let them do them while you do you.
There's an amazing book that I have, and it was one of the books that was so good that when the book was over, I thought to myself, man, that book was way better than I thought it was going to be. The book is called Do You by Russell Simmons.
Do you, boo-boo?
Now, this is before Russell Simmons and his wife break up, but Russell Simmons is actually a yogi, a real yogi and a vegan. And he's been a vegan and yogi for 20-something years, or whatever it is.
A couple decades.
Yes, a couple of decades in that. But his thoughts are so deep and impactful. But he's
an urban yogi.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
He's an urban yogi.
Yeah.
Because you will get cussed out.
Yeah. And he grew up in Brooklyn. Okay,
Queens.
Queens. Yes, Queens.
Come on.
I think all the good stuff come out of Brooklyn.
I'm saying, come on, Aunt Cynthia. They tried to steal.
It's an honest mistake.
Simmons from Queens. My Aunt Cynthia's in Queens.
Yes, but anyway, I want to tell you that book was way better than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he writes in a laid-back style, and it's an easy read.
That's his style. That's the way he do.
But the book is thick.
Yeah.
But you find yourself flying through it, okay? And I remember, but his concept, and I just did a refresher course on it this morning, but his concept of do you, he's talking about how each of us are here with a unique set of skills and how we frustrate ourselves when we don't do what we're here to do.
Right.
You know, we all are here to do something. We all have certain gifts. We all have certain capabilities that we're supposed to share with the world. And he's talking about how it hurts us when we don't do ourselves.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Absolutely. Well, it's the same. It's his way of getting to the same end. As an empowerment coach and a life coach, much of what we get to do is to help people to tap in, to break free of all of the what you should do and what you got to do and what you need to do and what somebody else said you have to do.
Those things.
Get those things off. Get them off, because they are constricting, and they are masking who and what you really are.
I'm hoping Miss Vivian shows up here today, because as I was listening to some of the stuff I was going to talk about today, she came to my mind. And there may be a reason why she was in my mind.
Well, Miss Vivian's been out walking this morning.
I saw that. Yeah.
Joined us last night on Walk It Out with Evan on our Thursday night. I'm not walking tonight. I don't know if Evan is walking tonight, but we agreed to 7 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And we actually walked out also on Wednesday this week, but every morning at 7 a.m. So if you have something that I almost feel like you finally get to the point where wearing what someone else said that you had to do begins to rub you the wrong way. Sort of similar to that caterpillar turning into the butterfly. It begins to like, no, I don't want that.
Feel good like that. Yeah.
I don't want that. And depending upon how ingrained that particular methodology has been, depending upon what that vein is that has been ingrained in and on you, can determine how easy or how difficult it is to break free of it. For me, permission to break free of it was the most difficult thing. I knew what it was. I knew it was in there. I knew what I needed to be doing. But that brainwashing, for lack of a better word, had a hold. It had a strong hold that was keeping me from actually stepping out. Did you make me tea? Into what I knew I was and I am right now. And there's still another layer of that, actually.
If you like, I could make you tea. I can go make you tea. Give me 10 minutes before I make it, because I'm going to finish my coffee. And I'll just do it soon. But anyway, Russell Simmons, I appreciate what Lisa said, but I think he goes a little bit more firm than what you just said.
Go ahead, share.
I made 3 notes today I wanted to share with you. And I probably will repeat my notes more than once today. But he was talking about, first thing, it kind of encouraged me. He said when he gets a vision or an idea about what he wants to do, he gets excited about it and he starts telling everybody about it. And he tells so many people about it and tells it to them so often that they kind of catch it too. And it just helps him to spur him onto it. And it made me think about our plan moving to Puerto Rico next year. You know, we've gotten excited about it. We've been telling you guys about it. We've been telling our friends. First, we were saying we're moving to the Caribbean because we weren't sure where yet. And now we decided to move to Puerto Rico. My wife's studying Spanish with an app daily.
Actually, I'm going beyond the app, but I don't want to cut you off. I'll let you tell you, and I'll tell the rest.
So she's going beyond the app to an actual live person that she's studying with, which is amazing.
People.
She's studying with people. So why would she do that? Okay. Well, because we know where we're moving to, we're going to need to speak some Spanish. Okay. So we're telling you guys about it. So that's kind of like, he considers that a success thing. When you get inspired by a vision, you don't keep it to yourself. You tell folks. The next thing I'm going to say, and I'm probably going to repeat this. One of the reasons why people don't go after what they want because hard work. Okay. And he says the pain of avoiding the hard work is much worse than the work. The pain of avoiding the work. You get an idea, you got an idea of what you want to do, a business you want to start, a book you want to complete, a song you want to sing, whatever it is. And then when you try to come up with justifications and avoidances with an S, how to avoid it. Lisa listed off some of them earlier today. All these different excuses you can throw up in your own way. You can get really, really creative. He says, but the pain of avoiding the hard work is worse than the work itself. Allegedly. How do you feel about that thought? You don't agree? Keep moving.
The initial pain to me is not enough. Sometimes you need, or at least because sometimes the discomfort of avoiding it is not enough to actually do it. Sometimes you gotta get that, or you don't gotta, but sometimes people think about the man with the cigarettes. You gotta have COPD and emphysema before you finally
take a tour of a wing at a hospital where everyone is dying of lung cancer and look at their black lungs and how they're
right. Stories. So I get what he's saying, but I think that sometimes that's not enough. I think that sometimes it gets to impact you. Like for me, I feel that well, actually, my exercise had nothing to do with exercising this time. It was psychological for me this time. I needed to work some things out that were going on in my head, not my physical. So that's the thing. Exercise, it doesn't stop me from being cute. It doesn't stop me from walking down the street. It doesn't stop me from jumping double dutch. The weight doesn't stop me from doing those things. So it wasn't enough by itself. It wasn't incentivized enough for me to do what I know is healthy for me. Which I know, exercising, eating more appropriately, moving, stretching, doing all those things, even the discomfort that I had with my legs and my lower back wasn't yet enough discomfort to get me to do what I need to be doing.
Well, I'm glad that you're doing with Evan and the crew from 7 and 7, because I can't do it like that. I didn't want to be the one to hold you accountable, but I think they're great ones to do that. But the other idea I want to say before I go make Lisa's hot tea, he's talking about when we stall on our visions, stalling on our visions. And I used to tell a story in church about stalling. Mm-hmm. But he goes, when we stall on our visions or gifts, we have these visions, we have these gifts, and we keep putting them off. It becomes incredibly painful. Mm-hmm. The stalling on our gifts becomes incredibly painful. That's his thought process. Have you heard the story of the 3 devils? The 3 devils. You ever started the 3 devils, baby? You probably heard me tell it before. Anyway, but I'm going to tell you the story of the 3 devils. Pastor George has probably heard the story. The 3 devils. One day, Satan is down there in hell thinking out loud, how can I get more of them up there down here with us? And one of the devils that he has there, I got a great idea. I can get half the people up there down here with us. Half of them. Really? How you going to get half the people? It's easy. I'll go up there and I'll start preaching and teaching to everybody that there's no such thing as a heaven. There's no such thing as a hell. You can live your life however you want. And if I carry a big enough bullhorn, I bet I can convince half the people that there's no such thing as heaven or hell. And devil's like, oh, that's pretty good. You're right. People, big ideas, people fall for them easier. You're right. And another devil hears that and says, I got a better idea. I bet I can get 75% of the people down here. 75% of the people, yep, I can get 75% of them down here. How you going to do that? I'll go up there and I'll tell everybody that there is a heaven and there is a hell. And they all are going to go to hell unless they follow the tenets of the Bible. But if they go to church on Sundays and Wednesdays, they can live however they want. As long as they go to church on Sunday and Wednesday evening. Mm-hmm. They can drink, cuss, they can do anything they want. But as long as you go to church, you'll end up in heaven. And I bet that'll fool 3 out of 4 of them. Right?
Okay.
And then there's another one that said, I can get more than 75% down here. More than that. 90% of them. How? Man, I'm going to go up there and I'm going to tell everybody that there is a heaven and there is a hell. And hell is not a place you want to be. Heaven is a place you want to be. And you do need to live the tenets of the Bible. But before you decide to live the tenets of the Bible, you get to take all the time you want to think about it before you decide. That'll get them. Now, that story is kind of confusing in a way, but it's really, really highlighting the danger of taking all the time in the world before you start doing something. The danger of stalling on your dreams. The danger of stalling on living right. The story of the 3 devils. If you hadn't heard it before, now you have.
I hadn't. You never told that story to me before.
Really?
Yep.
Shocking. The reason why I don't tell that story that much is because it's so long, and I think it confuses some people too. But then I have to explain it. But we have time to explain it now. Okay. What did you get out of it though? Because I hadn't told it to you before.
That it was. Well, first of all, that it's true. We think we have forever to do it, and if you think you have forever, you're wrong. I've not seen any 120-year-old people, and I've seen some other people that lives were cut short before they made a decision in impacting their whatever change that they were going through. If you look at the graveyard, the cemetery, it's filled with unfulfilled dreams.
Chef Rev, I have heard people say that towards finding a wife. Yeah, they can chase women, they can do all they want until they decide to settle down. Okay, it's not just men. Women do the same thing until they decide to. Yeah, and that's on point. Thank you, Chef Rev. There's even a poem that I may have said my wife before. It's the bride, white of hair, is stooped over her cane. Her footsteps, uncertain, need guiding. Down the opposite church aisle with a wan, toothless smile, the bridegroom in a wheelchair comes riding.
Mm-hmm. Meet me in the altar and your white dress.
Now, who is
we
this
ain't
elderly
no
couple
younger,
thus
so we
wed?
might as well do this.
If we look close and explore it, we'll find that here is that rare, most conservative pair who waited till they could afford it. That's the folly of waiting till you can afford it, waiting until all the lights turn green before you head to town.
Good morning, Katura. Thank you for joining us today.
I got a chance to tell a story and a poem today.
Yes. So today is Shout It Out Friday. So your accomplishments, your goals, today is permission to brag is granted. What have you done, seen, used, accomplished this week that you want to share with us so that we can share with the Empowerment Circle, and together we can celebrate it. Celebrate you. I just used the bottled water, but that's fine. Anyway, so I want to celebrate and I think I already spoke about her earlier this week, but one of the newest empowerment publishing and multimedia authors is Zayla Jackson, and it is a joy. As it is, God sends me to people. He sends me to right people. As I am reviewing her book, which is a book written about her journey going through the diagnosis of cancer for her youngest son with her family of three young children and herself, went on this journey of overcoming this cancer diagnosis. And it is phenomenal. The amount of power, strength, and faith that the family exhibited and gained together. It's motivating. It's inspiring. And I can't wait to be able to share it with you. So I just wanted to shout out Zayla Jackson.
Lisa has been enjoying this project. Sister
I
Jacqueline,
enjoy all of my projects.
You do? Yeah. She goes, morning. You are right. Good message, Brian and Lisa. That's why I tell my children to do things now, because you do not know about later.
Tomorrow is not promised.
Oh my gosh. The stories of people on their deathbed saying to their loved ones, I can't go now. Mm-hmm. I hadn't done the things that I wanted to do. I wanted to go to this place. I wanted to go to that. I wanted to meet this person. I wanted to do this thing if there were only time.
Yeah. If there were only time.
We do not want that for you. Do that thing.
Absolutely. Get on up and do it.
That's like what we talk about today.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just do it.
And just do your own thing.
Do your thing.
Chef Rev will appreciate this. It's your thing.
Do what you want to do. I can't tell you who to sock it to.
Now, if y'all not old enough, you may not know what sock it to means.
If you're not old enough, you probably shouldn't be on this broadcast, because we're going to give you some throwback references.
It's your thing. Do what you want to do. I can't tell you who to sock it to.
And I think I learned that song in its second iteration versus its first, because it was remixed by Salt and Pepper.
Yeah.
And I think that's when,
It's your thing. Show no shame. That's Salt and Pepper version.
Yes.
Okay.
That's when I was introduced to that song. But the original version is.
I think it's Sly and the Family Stone.
Yes.
That's what I think it is. Okay.
So
we're talking Do You
today, and shouting out some accomplishments, some goals. So we've added, or we've begun to market and advertise the audiobooks in Empowerment Publishing and Multimedia. And I'll be right back in a moment to tell you all about it. Hey, I am Lisa Santiago McNeill. I am the founder of Empowerment Publishing and Multimedia. There are so many stories that need to get told that I have the greatest opportunity to connect with authors that have figured some things out in life that they want to share with the world. And I am helping them to tell that story. First in print, then an ebook, and then an audiobook. We also help our clients with not just the written book, but also producing the audiobook so that they can actually become the voice that their audience hears in their ear as they encourage and support them to greatness. I can help you do the same. And I'm actually going to introduce you to a panel of experts that have created their own stories of overcoming that may be exactly what you've been looking for. Join us for the Empowerment Publishing and Multimedia Empowerment Showcase, where you get to meet the authors. The dates will be available on the screen, and I look forward to seeing and hearing from you then. If you've got a story to tell, if you have a story, if you have a book of self-help, personal development, or encouragement in a children's book, and you need some help getting it out of you, reach out to me. My comments, my links are in the comments, and I will definitely help you to bring your story to empower the masses. I am Lisa Santiago McNeill, and I am looking forward to working with you. So I'm here, Brian, went to go make my tea. So certainly Empowerment Publishing and Multimedia Empowerment Author Showcase is on. It is on the 22nd. So Sunday the 22nd at 1 p.m., you'll have a chance to meet the latest empowerment authors and be able to meet the author and be able to ask them questions and be able to hear the impetus behind their story and what they have gone through and or overcome. And I am telling you, we get to meet the most inspiring individuals who have overcome things that might or could have definitely taken them out, but instead they conquered it and they overcame it, and now they have wisdom that they can share with you. Brittany Thomas is one of our authors with her new, not just for children's book, Don't Let the Wheelchair Fool Ya.
The Wheelchair Fool Ya. Who is it?
Did you put sugar in it?
I didn't put anything in it, just the tea.
I don't know if I can drink like that.
Yes, you can. Baby.
It smells good.
It's the tea. Just try it. But anyway, thank you for your commercial, Lisa, about what's coming up and what you're doing about your business, because you guys need to know about these things. I want to announce a commercial too. This is Friday. Next week, Wednesday at 2 p.m. Maybe you know someone that works in and around real estate. Maybe you know of a real estate agent or a realtor. Maybe you know someone that does mortgages, or maybe you know someone that makes their living appraising homes, anything around real estate. You know, I've been so blessed to train so many different industries over the last 29 years. But although most of sales training is communicable, goes from one industry to the next, but there are some things that are unique. And I'm doing a free public workshop for real estate people only next Wednesday at 2 p.m. I'll announce it again, of course. It's a good idea for you to let your friends in real estate know about it. The sin of the desert is when you know where the water is, but you won't tell anyone else. And if you know that this is something that could be helpful, it costs you no money, only their time and attention, you should tell them about it.
Yes, and if you are already a member of the Empowerment Circle and you already get our emails and newsletters, you will get the invitation directly. And if you're not, you can look in the description I don't know where they put it. Depends on whether you're watching it on your phone, your screen, your tablet. Look in the description, click the link, and become an active member of the Empowerment Circle. It does not cost you anything. We will add you to the Empowerment mailing list, and we'll make sure that you keep aware of all the upcoming events like Tuesday.
How you doing, Melissa Price? Good to see you today. Melissa Price, this is Shout Out Friday still, but we're talking about do you. Do you. And not stalling on doing you, not keeping you to yourself. You're here as a gift for the world. You're here to solve a problem in the world. You're here to bless the world in some way that only you can. That's I saw right. Someone else like your hashtag, Lisa.
That's right. We've got to put it out there. We've got to put it out there as much as we can. Hashtag don't forget to have sex. Hashtag don't forget to have sex. Just put it on the end of everything that you write. You can add sex to everything. It's like sugar. It makes everything good.
You have anything immediately after the show?
So Tuesday, upcoming Tuesday is the third Tuesday of the month. And Women Empowerment Networks and Male Empowerment Networks will be back coming together where we can interact together in a more face-to-face way virtually. So instead of being on our Facebook Live or any of your YouTube channels or anything like that, you can actually come into the Zoom room and share with us using your own voice what's going on in your business, in your life, so that we can celebrate and support you more effectively. And that's so that we can make some introductions that could help and build and grow you in Women Empowerment Networks. That is what we endeavor to do every first and third Tuesday. This Tuesday is the third Tuesday of the year that we are coming back for you. So
third Tuesday is calendar month,
yes.
But yes, for women, but men, we never stop. We keep it going. On the first and third Tuesday every month since August of 2013. Yes, that's true. We even had like maybe 5 or 6 months there where we were doing it 4 times a month. Twice in Charlotte.
Well, we were crazy.
And twice in
we were crazy. Greensboro. That's right. We were back and forth and up the road. It was crazy.
It was crazy.
But the 17th, we will be online looking for you, hearing out your stories, your questions. The men get together as a discussion group.
It's a discussion group for men and teenage men age 12 and up. And it's just been it's a very, very big part of my life. It's an important part of my life. And how about you? Mark Greer, we're talking about do you, your unique gifts, skills, and talents, your visions, your visions need to be shared.
Yes. And Melissa, you get another story because I think you missed the early story. Why don't you tell her the story about your necklace, baby?
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Okay. The whalebone? Does she want to know about it? Okay,
yeah. Cool. Tell me about the necklace you're sporting today,
Okay. You missed 2 stories already today, Melissa. But I used to be in the fitness business. I worked for spa health clubs for 2 years. And one of the guys I had as a client, I used to be a certified personal trainer as well. I was buff. Back in 2003, 2002, 2001, from 2001 to 2003. That's what I was doing. Man, that's a long time ago. But anyway, one of my guys was Samoan. And one of my members of the club, he didn't work there. He was Samoan, big guy. And he kind of got his body the way he wanted to. And he liked me a lot. He would talk to me. And one day he says, "Can I speak to you?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Can we go to your office?" I said, "Sure." I was the sales manager at the Spy Health Club. And I go in my office, and he sat across my desk, and he laid out this black velvet cloth. And then he put these 3 whalebones. This is a whalebone. The other 2 were much bigger than this, but they had hooks, and they were bright white and all that kind of stuff. But
I'll make it easier to see.
Okay, yes.
A black background.
Okay, yes. And this was the smallest of the 3. He says, "These here are whalebones, and they're shaped like fish hooks. I myself died for each one of these, and I carved and cured each one of these things." And he's Samoan. In my culture, fish hooks are very important because fish hooks are what you use to feed your family. He says, "Now, which of these 3 here means something to you?" And the other 2 were very nice. They were much bigger. I said, "That one right there is speaking to my spirit." And he says, "Man, it's good that you chose this one. The one you chose is shaped like an oval, as if coming from the womb. And the curves around to the left going around the heart. And the one you picked, Brian, means to love, feed, and protect your family. And I've been wearing it since 2003.
Yes, and for a long time, it was one of the only pieces of jewelry that he would wear.
Yes.
Since we were together for a long time, in addition to his wedding band.
Yeah.
But now he's got a bunch of jewelry. He's a veritable jewelry dude.
Well, these mean something to me as well. First off, this one here is a gift from our friend. A lot of you guys know Lori McDonald. This is what's the hematite, and it's hematite, but she knows that obsidian. Thank you, baby. Obsidian and hematite. She knows that rhinos have been like my guiding animal for many, many years. I've known Lori probably since 2007. Okay, she's been a friend, and so a few years ago, she wanted to meet Lisa and I for, I think, lunch or breakfast or something, and she gifted me with this. Brian, I thought about this, and she gave me this rhino bracelet, and it means a lot to me because it's a friend of mine with no provoking. She just thought of me, and it means something. And all of the other ones that I'm wearing, they mean something to me as well because my firstborn son made them.
Yeah. So this is lava rock and polished pyrite. This is matte tiger eye.
Yep.
I don't remember what
Ash something, but he told me what these were. Now I like these two, and I always keep these two in this order on this wrist, okay? Because I drive left-handed, and I put my hand on top of the steering wheel.
And these are translucent in the sun.
Both of these.
Oh, both of them.
Both of them. When the sunlight hits both of these two,
be in his Mac mode.
You can see through them, and the light reflects through them kind of uniquely to me. And I like it. So my son made these things for me. By the way, this is my son's business. He made them, but he didn't give them to me. He charged me for them, and I paid him. Okay.
Hey, Chai, that's right, Melissa. You were there. It was at Dr. Deborah's crystal class that Lori gave those bracelets.
Did she do it there?
Yeah, she had brought that to you. No, the frog one she brought. And
the green one.
And we bought that one. She had already gifted him this one.
Yeah, she gave me this one at a restaurant, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But thank you. Melissa was there when Dr. Deborah gave a class on crystals, and I got something from Lori as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that was, see how many times that class comes up again and again and again. Yep. Yes. So I like them. I like them a lot, and I'm gonna keep wearing them. Yep.
Absolutely.
So, but this is
this
is me doing me. Shy, we talking about do you,
and how can we celebrate you? If you got something going on in your business, something that is building and growing, let us know. Shout it out. George says, I want something made of amethyst. I love amethyst. I keep amethyst on my on my computer every day. I charge it every day and I pray over it every day. But somehow it was moved. Who moved my amethyst?
Who moved my cheese?
Yeah, who moved my cheese? And the green was malachite.
Yes. And I don't know where it is.
Yeah,
I would still have it on if I knew where it was.
Jacqueline says, wow, thanks for asking, Melissa, and thanks for sharing, Brian. The energy of what we wear does affect others. Clothing, jewelry, perfume, colors, and more. Yes, I definitely believe that
because
as well.
Most of your body is covered up when you're out in public. All they can really see of your skin is your face, some of your neck, your back of your hands. Most of your body's covered up. So what you wear does matter. It does matter.
It certainly does.
All right, all of this. I'm really, really impressed with the concept of do you, especially says when we stall on our visions. When we stall on our visions or
what
gifts,
happens?
It's incredibly painful. The stalling on our visions and gifts. Visions or gifts, the way he worded it. I wrote it down. When you stall on your vision or on your gift, it's painful to you. I told the story on him many a times before.
This is not disgusting without sugar in it.
It's good without sugar in it, Lisa. Someone that I know that was important to me. I knew her for 3 years before I knew she could sing. 3 years. And it surprised me.
And she sings beautifully.
She was the best singer I ever heard. Oh my God.
And then she birthed a beautiful singer.
Yes, she did. Oh my God. I couldn't believe it.
Shout out to Deirdre. She has a beautiful voice.
Deirdre Bruton, yes. She's my ex-wife. Okay.
Your former wife or the mother of your son.
Okay,
she's not ex.
Wife.
Ex is gone.
Y'all two kill me with that. There's no right answer, by the way. When it comes to my wife and my ex-wife, there's nothing I can say which is the right response. I can't say any. If I had said former, she said, no, not former. There's nothing I can say about
None
them
of
two.
that is true.
And it's not even right that they friends. It ain't right.
It is right.
It ain't.
She was cheering me on yesterday. We were doing something.
She always cheering you on.
And I cheer her on. She's great.
Y'all two are killing me. They joke too much. They play too much, man.
We don't play.
Mark,
we love each other's
Mark,
not
come
play.
get these two. Lisa and my former wife play too much.
Anyway, Brother Mark says the only person you will ever be is you. Period. The only person you should ever want to be is you. Period. Knowing that you are good enough, intelligent enough, talented enough, and blessed enough to bring something special to the world means it's time to unleash the miracle that is you. Do that.
Man, I love that, Mark, man. But to me, there's another part that you have to say. How do people do you? You know, how do they do it? Because let me make my point. Let me make my point. Because we all are born originals, but most of us die as copies. We get taught to be a copy in school, uniform, you know, sit there, get in line, everything, wearing uniforms. We are taught and trained throughout our whole lives how to be like everyone else, even though we know intellectually 95% of us don't make the grade by the end of our days.
Yeah.
We don't win. And I think that's because even though we're born originals, I really believe the vast majority of people try to conform. They don't want to stand out. They don't want to be looked at. They don't want to, Brother Mark.
That's interesting. My mother was tremendously upset when my grandson was named after his father. She believes that people should have their own individual identity vis-a-vis their name. Everything should be individual. I love my grandson being a junior, but I definitely came to understand what she meant by that. I definitely did.
It is important that we all have our own individual identities, and our own individual identities are highlighted. Brother Mark, I wasn't trying to round on you, but when you said the only person you will ever be is you, period, is just struck a chord in me, because that's true, but I think most people don't know how to be themselves.
Well, that's because society so it's good and bad, right? So society and structure and everything else is good and bad. With this conformity is because someone decided that what someone else was doing was great, and the shortcut to become that great is to wear those jeans with cut-ups in them and to be exactly to emulate them. But it really should be emulation and then evolution. So take the good that you see in anything that you want to become, be like, that resonates with you, but then make it your own. Allow your own self and influences to get integrated into that so that you can be who you were always intended to be.
With that intention that Lisa's describing, then you can take great counsel and still be yourself. Yes,
let me shout out Shy. Shy says, God is expanding my product line to beauty supply stores. Yay! Congrats. Earth G is the name of my company. We offer therapeutic services and solutions. And the great thing about this company is you can use it for your DIY body and home care essentials.
Do it yourself.
Yes, I love it. And Chef Rev, you want to read it?
Yes, Chef Rev says, good stuff, brother. He's talking about Mark Greer. My father told me at an early age that I would not be anything to the world until I came to the knowledge of myself. Yes, and he's highlighting what Brother Mark Greer says. And I agree with Brother Mark Greer says too. But, you know, it's just like I really want to be careful. and so does my wife, that we get people dressed up with no place to go.
That we don't get people dressed up.
Yeah. You know what you should do? You should be happier. Okay.
Yeah.
And then not tell them how.
Yeah, don't shit on people. Do not shit on people.
We don't want to shit on people, and we don't want to get them dressed up with no place to go. Okay. See how good that is with no sugar in it?
It don't have no sugar, no honey. But it has lemon and ginger, and it does taste good. Fine. I get to allow myself to evolve my taste buds. But I love sugar. I love it.
It's poison.
Jacqueline says, yes, stalling is painful for us and others. Go ahead.
Billions of people on the planet, and we only get to meet and know a few person to person. So being stuck disrupts God's law of connectivity. We so matter to one another.
Absolutely.
We so matter.
I got to reconnect and do a check-in. Absolutely. Good morning, Brenda Booker Bull. I got to do a touch-in check-in with my brother last night. My brother, Thomas Grant, we have known each other since we were 7 years old. And we kind of all knit together. Me, Patrick, and Edward, and Tommy became our own individual family. And speaking to him last night was exactly what I needed.
Yes, you said so. Got a chance to connect with her brother on the phone.
It was what I needed, because sometimes, and he agreed with you, and I agreed with you, although I didn't want to agree with you. I didn't fundamentally agree with you, not because I didn't, but because I was holding on to some old saws, and you didn't have the relationship that I felt could be independent from what I was feeling. So It was not your fault. It was just
what did you agree with me, and that you reluctantly agreed with me about? What was it?
I'll share it with you offline.
You can't tease the audience like that.
It's okay. But he reminded me of some things that you've tried to say, and I know, but hearing them from someone,
which is fine to me,
who had the perspective of not only knowing about them, but was physically there to see these things, where you can speculate. You did all of this, you did all of that, you did all that based on what I said. But this person can say, listen, you've already put in this, you've done this, you've done this, you've done this. I was there, I watched it. I tried to pick up the pieces with you, but you're at the point now where it's time to let go. And it was definitely what I needed to hear.
So glad you got it. Sister Brenda Booker Bull made an appearance. We get to do her jam today. Good morning, Brenda. Brenda's another person. We're talking about do you. Brenda does herself, and she does herself in her own unique style.
Do you, boo-boo?
She does herself in her style. Leanne Cannon does you. Leanne Cannon and Leanne Cannon's own unique style.
Love it.
Do you. We got to read what the Mark said.
I know he done dropped off some over here. He said, change the lesson.
Go.
Others teach the student, but at some point, the student has to decide what to digest.
Amen. All the time.
Those who die as a copy let others control their minds. The very spot we occupy was meant for us.
Say it.
I paraphrase, we are all divinely made. Amen. We all need to believe that. Then, for those who struggle, the individual may realize the power in saying, I am me, in all caps.
Who shall I say sent me? You tell them.
I am sent me. But in all honesty, we are fearfully and wonderfully made. We're all created.
Did I not tell you that you were God's?
In an individual likeness of God, with our own individual skills, gifts, and talents, our own individual visions, and our own individual thumbprint.
Now, we got a few people that we got to bless today. So let's go ahead and get to our jams.
Jam.
This is Friday. We don't get to do it tomorrow. Jam. We get to do it just today, and we'll see you again on Monday. Next week is going to be phenomenal for us. I'm hoping for it's going to be phenomenal for you too. But Miss Phyllis is here. So clear the way. Miss Phyllis is here. Now we can all have a great day. Good morning, Miss Phyllis. I love when Miss Phyllis comes because we know Miss Phyllis catches our show while she's in transit. She's on the subways.
You got to move.
She's going someplace.
Yep.
Dr. Beverly is here. Dr. Beverly is on the show. Good morning, Dr. Beverly. Sister Jacqueline Rosier is here.
Jacqueline Rosier, pretty little girl that I adore. You're the only one my heart beats for. I'm so glad that you are mine.
Good morning, Sister Jacqueline Rosier. And again, we thank you for all the people that we're celebrating right now because they have been consistent contributors to the show. Hear me now. None of us have lived long enough to have all the knowledge. Okay, we all need each other's help. We all need each other's perspectives.
That's right.
We need your perspective.
And I want to especially shout out Jacqueline Rosier. I appreciate you taking the time out of your morning yesterday. I think it was morning or afternoon, but she actually sent me both a message and an email to tell me to add electrolytes to my intake for the moving and everything that I'm doing, and just to help me. But it was very important. But not only did she tell me to take some to begin to consume more electrolytes, she sent me some personally researched points of the benefits of it.
She's done
and
that
the minerals in it, and I appreciate it. She did it for you.
Yeah, she sent me.
You ain't say nothing.
I ain't say nothing.
No, so now you're just trying to act like you special too. I am the special one.
Well, what it is demonstration of Jacqueline's caring.
Absolutely,
she actually cares about people.
Absolutely,
there's special places in heaven for people who care like that.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah,
and we appreciate it. There's a book that's flying around.
I saw it.
But anyway, past Chef Rev.
Chef Rev is here. Why must I eat like that? Why not hire Chef Rev?
He puts a good food in me.
Nah.
We had a good breakfast this morning.
We had an amazing breakfast this morning. I was up in my room and I smelled it first. What is that? My wife, after her run this morning, her walk run, whatever it was, she went in the kitchen and made us a vegan breakfast, but we added sausage to mine. It was a vegan breakfast. It was, what was it? Spinach?
Chickpeas, spinach, kale, mushrooms, and onions, and a little bit of chicken broth. And I smushed the chickpeas so that they would look like eggs, and put seasoning in it, obviously salt, pepper, garlic, onion. It was delicious.
It was delicious.
And then I cut up his sausages and I added a little bit of cheese on top for his. And I made toast. Shout out to my mom. She actually sent me, I don't eat bread as much as I love bread because bread and me fight. But she sent me a 2-carb bread that tastes like bread and feels like bread. 2 net carbs. It's called Sola, and it's actually they actually have it in Publix, and I ordered it, and it tastes like bread.
So we had that. Good.
Yes.
Get that walk in. That's right.
Yes.
Glenda Tate Williams is here.
Glenda's riding on the freeway in makeup in her pink Cadillac or her convertible BMW.
Why not? That's right. Arthur Lynette is here. Arthur Lynette, remember to do you.
Okay? Do you, baby.
Before we get there, let's do it now. At this table we sit.
Making it legit.
Because when Lynette hits the show, we got Couture Green here. Back to life. Back to Couture Green.
However do you want it? However
do you need it?
Do you need it?
Good morning, Couture. How you doing?
How are you this morning? Good morning to Brother Tarnez as well.
Jacqueline Rosier. Did we do her jam?
We did hers. She said you guys are funny. We are.
Leanne says everyone is invited to my Design Your Future live masterclass Wednesday, August 18th at 7:30 Eastern time.
Is it AM or PM?
I think it's PM, but I don't know. 7:30 Eastern time. Receive Life by Design blueprint just for attending.
Love it.
More when you bring a guest. Zoom, and then you get more stuff when you bring a guest. I guess that's what that means. And you guys are funny. She does put her
passcode and the Zoom link is in there. So please scroll on down. When I get to it, I'll show it on the screen. That's right.
Up next is Melissa Price.
Yes, it's Melissa.
Boom, 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 boom. Melissa's on. Now it's time for us to sing her song. Melissa's on. Child, you go. If you say she says I'm dancing to the jams this morning. If you dance to the jams, you might be one of those people because there's several of them on here that know all the jams. There's several people here that know all of them. Okay,
Melissa, and thank you for your song. She sent me a song that she has enjoyed, and I actually enjoyed it as well. And she said that it reminds her of you and I, as I have to give you the side eye when you get out of control.
No such thing. But Melissa has done that for years. She has sent us songs. She has sent us thoughts. As it strikes her, that's because she cares as well.
And that's what this circle is about. The circle of empowerment is about staying connected, not just for us, but each and every one of you has a special gift that is missed when you are absent. So we appreciate you getting here.
Mark
and brother.
So wide you can't get around it. So low you can't get under it. So high you can't get over it. Mark Greer is under a groove. He's getting down just for the funk of it. Mark Greer is under a groove. Nothing can stop us now. That's right, Mark. Get that jam in. Shy Smith is here. She says, hello, family. And when she sees your face, there's not a thing that she would change. Because Shy will accept you just the way you are.
The way you are.
That's right, Shy. Enjoy your jam, girl. When she sees your face.
Brian was listening to some Bruno this morning.
Yep. Julio makes that scampi. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like.
That's what I like.
Brenda Booker Bull is here. It's tricky to buy a home or sell a home. Don't do it alone. Choose Brenda.
Hey, choose Brenda. It's tricky to buy a home, to sell a home. Don't do it alone. Choose Brenda. Hey, choose Brenda.
Brenda's another wonderful soul that has that embraced us here in the Empowerment Circle. And I consider her another one of my dear friends because she's pretty damn smart. I can call her up and talk to her about life and business stuff, especially in her areas. And she's really damn smart. I know a lot of real estate agents. I think Brenda's the smartest one I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's Leanne.
It's Leanne. Time is a wheel in constant motion, always rolling us along. Tell me who wants to look back on their years and wonder where those years have gone. Come on, y'all.
You gotta let them go.
Where those years have gone.
Be sure to go back and check in the comments and capture the things that you want to continue to see. Leanne, feel free to send me your flyer and the content for upcoming event, and we will definitely include it in the newsletter. If you can get it to me before 4:00 today Eastern,
Sister Glenda
will be good. Yes,
she says yes with an exclamation point. I need to go driving with my top down with some of your cool headgear and shades. Hollywood,
say it. That's right. Oh my goodness! If I had my mom, shout it out again to my mom. Her birthday is on Sunday.
Yep.
It's on Sunday, and she decided that she wanted to learn how to drive this year and bought herself a car, and she has her car all blinged out. Now, initially, we thought we were going to get a convertible because she and I both would love to
let me say this. Lisa's mom is just now getting her driver's license, but she lived in New York for most of her life. The cars got in the way just as much as they benefited, in New York.
That's right.
Because parking and all of that, it was just a hassle. So we didn't need one in New York.
I didn't have my license.
She has since moved to Florida.
That's right.
So, and she lives like 25 minutes from the beach.
Come on Florida.
Now. And that's just ridiculous. If you live 25 minutes from the beach, you can Uber, yes, but you need your car. So she decided she bought a car.
And I'm so proud of her.
She bought a car first, and she's been blinging out her car, individualizing her car. It's in her parking space, and she's endeavoring to go get her driver's license.
Yeah, to take the final driving test.
So she can do that. What are you doing?
My scarf is blowing in my convertible. What are you talking about? What am I doing?
Okay.
I'm in the convertible.
Shy says, I love the songs. And Jacqueline says, Glenda says, wait a minute. Jacqueline says, while I continue to get strong, God is allowing me to create something very special for both of you.
Oh,
It's what I love to do. I know you will enjoy. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
love
And Jacqueline
it.
also said, I thought I was the only one bobbing my head to these songs. And then she laughed about that.
I am in my Cadillac right now.
And
My
Leanne
is there a
says,
Cadillac convertible?
yes, there
I don't
is, baby.
think
Several of them. Cadillac
Convertible?
CTS, Cadillac Elante. I mean, those are convertible Cadillacs, yes.
Hmm.
Leanne says, you guys always make me smile. No grin. That's a nice thing to be known for. That's a nice thing. Shy also highlighted
love the song.
Jacqueline bobbing her head, and Shy loves the songs. And Leanne says, I love my Toyota Solaris convertible.
Solara.
Solara, yes, and Solara convertible. It's beautiful, and the air feels so good. And Mark says, everyone have a great weekend.
You too, brother Mark. We're excited for you guys to have an amazing weekend. We love spending our time with
I
you.
don't think I've ever owned, I know I have never owned a convertible.
Me neither.
But we need to get a convertible.
Oh,
At some point in our lives, we should have a convertible.
we could rent a convertible.
You'd be the primary. Yeah, we could rent a convertible.
Mm-hmm.
You solve that problem right away. We could solve that problem today if we wanted to.
Right.
Just rent a convertible and go driving.
Go driving down the freeway. And let my scarf blow. Beverly says, Charlotte on Friday to the best empowerment duo team crew family on this planet. I love y'all. Have a good weekend.
Have a good weekend as well.
Amen. Miss Phyllis used to rent the convertible when she was in Florida. I know that's right. I tried to when I went to visit my mom.
And Leanne says, "Dude,
they go quick, man. They go quick.
Even if we didn't get it this weekend, we get it next weekend. No problem."
That's right, Jacqueline. She said, "Scarf blowing in the wind." I'm going to keep that picture in my mind all weekend. That's right. That's just well. You're supposed to do it like this if you have hair and you're in your convertible with your shades on. It's supposed to be like this.
Yes, I remember in the movie Wait Next Hell. There in Arizona, and Whitney had her character in the movie had a convertible, and she would wear the scarf when she drove her car in that movie.
Yes, we love it. We love you guys, and don't forget to hashtag. Don't forget to have sex.
Yes.